Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Afron Framble, and here are the movies, games, and shows I'm looking forward to coming out in April 2023. First, we're getting a lot of great news in games. First, Final Fantasy XVI had some great footage shared at PAX East. We got a ton of new gameplay footage and some new story details, and I'm sure we'll get more teases as June approaches. It's funny how Nintendo had not released much Zelda footage until the 28th of March. That just came out. They dropped a bomb, that being the crafting system, the new fuse ability to create weapons and vehicles. They've created a monster, and now players are going to create some crazy stuff, and I can't wait. And it's only a little more than a month away before we get to play it. I hope they have great new story elements in this game, and not just a Zelda crafting game. But I'm sure we'll get more news on that as time goes on. So we're really vamping up and getting ready for these highly anticipated games. For other games actually releasing in April, I'm looking forward to Horizon Burning Shores out on the 19th and Star Wars Jedi Survivor coming out on the 28th. These are big games, and I'm sure to be kept very busy month. I might even try to catch up on Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. In movies, Super Mario Bros. Comes out on the 7th, and as I expected, it has slowly started to win me over for everything else but the voice acting. I don't want to like it, but it looks like it gives me no choice. I think it's going to be a great movie, regardless of the fact that the voices are cringily not what we had expect. But you know, these voice actors have been doing what they do for a while, and they're going to put their own spin on it, and it's going to be their own interpretation of those characters. And let's face it, before Mario 64, we hadn't really had much actual Charles Martinet Mario voice. I mean, think back to the early 90s or late 80s. I think it was early 90s. Mario Brothers movie, the live action, which was terrible, but a lot of us love it because it's a cult classic, and just because it was so bad and didn't really have anything to do with Mario. But you know, and then the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, where the characters in the beginning, the people who played Mario and Luigi, they had like Brooklyn accents, you know, not super Italian like Charles Martinet did. So we have another iteration basically of who's going to voice Mario now, and I guess it kind of makes sense moving forward if they're going to unveil this whole Nintendo universe, which it seems like that's what they're going to do, especially with Nintendo World rolling out and all of those properties. It's basically going to be like a Nintendo version of Disney with all of the games and the shows and movies and everything, and the theme parks. They're really making a cash cow, and I think this is something that they probably could have done with for a long time now. And Disney itself is probably going to have a run for its money, with Universal being its greatest competitor now. They're really going to have to amp up their game, and that's only going to be great for customers, because the customers will have the choice of what to do, and they'll have to lower prices, and they'll have to be competitive. So that I'm kind of excited for, and I hadn't really thought about that until now, but that's a good point. So let's go to shows then. On Netflix, there are a lot of great older movies appearing in April. Every month they seem to just drop these really great classic movies. There are too many to mention like I usually do, but no Netflix originals that stand out to me. Not until they release Stranger Things 5, which should wrap up that whole thing. I haven't really looked into that, but there's so much other stuff coming out. Disney Plus just wrapped up The Bad Batch, the second or third season? Second season, I think. And the third season of The Mandalorian will be wrapped up as well this month, getting ready for new Marvel content to be released soon, because we haven't gotten anything since She-Hulk. But it seems like it's a little light on content in April, other than games, for what is actually coming out. But with Horizon and Star Wars to keep us busy, it'll be no time before we are up to our necks in Marvel shows and other games. I believe we may get new news on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth soon, but even if we don't, there's a lot to enjoy, and we're looking forward to Final Fantasy XVI. Anyway, that's it for what I'm looking forward to in April. Let me know what you're anticipating in the comments, and thanks for watching.